Hey folks, so I found these two pots when my wife and I were at Walmart one day, and they were on clearance from like 35 bucks down to 14. They had three of them and one of them was open, but two of them were not open, so I bought the two that were not opened, but got to meet a lady that was shopping for pots and told her how this is such a good buy and she got the other one. And anyway, there is one little detail, especially when you buy pots from Walmart, that you need to keep an eye on because that can create damage over time. So with that, let me show you what it is. Looking on the inside, there is a drainage hole, but what is nice is that they have a plug for it. But you see this plug doesn't go all the way to the top. Let me zoom in. So if you can see the edge here, and if I stick my finger, you see how it fits in there a little bit, so it's like that deep. And then flipping it over, hopefully without knocking this down. Let's get the stand out of the way. Flipping this over, you have this plug, but it's very flimsy. And even though this is smooth, it's been my experience. I got rid of it, a smaller version of this type of pot and, the same design basically. And these will seep moisture. So then it will essentially cause mold to build up under here. And if you have this on a surface that you don't want ruined, you're going to need to put something that will prevent any moisture seeping through, or else you will ruin it. And when you look at the stand, that drainage hole aligns here and will cause this wood to mold. And then what's the point in having the drainage hole when you can't really use it with drainage on a setup like this where you have this wooden stand? So you do want to work on this to keep it from leaking so you don't end up ruining the stand or any surface if you don't have it on a stand. But I've noticed this with a lot of these pots that, especially from Walmart, the cheaper ones that have a drainage hole with a plug, that sometimes they tend to leak, and this is something you have to keep an eye out. So let us show you how to mitigate this. So I have a tube of silicone, and it's designed for showers, sinks, countertops, fixtures, tubs, tile, backsplash, and plumbing. But it also says for metals, plastics, wood, glass, drywall, plaster, granite, marble, ceramic, porcelain, tile, stone, cement, composite, formica, etc. And because this is like a ceramic, it will work really well, and this is like a rubbery plastic. So what I'm going to do is take this tube and I'm going to rub a bead along the rim. So silicone can be messy to work with, but I'm just slowly rubbing a little bead. And trying not to get my hands dirty while I do it. Okay, I have this. I'm going to center it and push down. Whoops, if I can. It's now harder to get in. Okay, I need both hands. There we go. So I have this pushed down, like so. Now, as an added precaution, I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to put it on the stand so any silicone doesn't leak onto the floor, even though I hate this floor and would like to replace it. So now I'm going to go inside and just add a bead to the edge as an extra precaution. Whoops. I think I pushed down too much to where I may have pushed the plug out. So what I'm going to do is just add this. Take my finger and just make sure this is, hold this in a way that I make sure I'm getting this evenly coated. Now I could go overboard and just fill that depression completely with silicone, but it's not necessary. When silicone dries, you think about aquariums, but I'm just going to make sure this is pushed back in. And now I can let this sit and wait to dry before I use it and fill it up and have something nice planted in here. But I have 2 pots, so I'm going to go ahead and do the other one. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and happy planting.